So, you like to visit graveyards. I've never ever wanted to visit the graveyards of long dead people, unless it's the tomb of the pharaohs, of course. And I've never wanted to visit the graveyards of recently dead people. So why did I go to visit the royal tombs of Hue, Vietnam? And was it worth it or not? There are 6 royal tombs strung out along the Perfume River. They're all unique, but I'd heard that one of those tombs was the absolute best one to visit, and I decided to find out why. So I grabbed a grab and went to see the tomb of Emperor Tu Duc.
Here I am at the famous Tu Duc tomb. Sorry about my pronunciation. How glorious is this? Walking around and very few people here this early in the morning. There are people here taking photos in their gorgeous traditional clothing. And so I'm there right beside their photographer.
I loved these 3 aspects, and the very first one is Emperor Tu Duc himself, standing just 5 feet tall. He lived a life of ultimate imperial luxury, and he shared that life with 140 wives, countless concubines, and how many royal offspring. But before we go there, and this is not a trick question, where is Emperor Tu Duc buried? Is he buried in his royal tomb? The true story is no one knows where he's buried. It is to this very day a secret. Why? When Emperor Tu Duc was buried, he was buried with great treasure, and they were afraid of grave robbers. So how did they keep it a secret? The 200 servants that buried the emperor, 200, were all beheaded. Every tomb has 5 essential elements, every royal tomb, and one of those elements is a steel pavilion. This one is 4 meters tall. It weighs 20 tons. It has 5,000 Mandarin Chinese letters and is the largest memorial stele in Vietnam. Now, the Emperor Tu Duc himself drafted the inscriptions, and he admitted that he'd made a lot of mistakes. So he called his tomb Kiem, which is modesty. Normally, in Vietnamese culture, it's the eldest son that does the inscriptions for his father. On this occasion, that couldn't happen. How many royal offspring from 140 wives and countless concubines? None, not even one. The third thing that really impressed me, just like at the Imperial Citadel, were the amount of Vietnamese families, couples, young men, young women who wanted to have their photos taken dressed in their traditional clothing. I have some photos here of you. These are my favourites, and of these, one of them is my absolute favourite. Which one would be yours? This is the red one, the black one, white number 1, white number 2, and the third white one, and then the last one is the apricot. They're all gorgeous, but which one do you think is the most elegant, the most beautiful? So yes, taking photos is just like in every other country, is a big deal in Vietnam. So here we have the professional photographer and the young woman checking to make sure that the photo is good and doesn't have someone like me in her photo. Because there were occasions when cheekiness overcame me, and there they were, posed beautifully. And what did I do? Of course I did. I photobombed them. Strangely, not one of the groups got mad at me. I did kind of get an understanding before I chose to do that. Nearly every single group that I photobombed, and there were a few, I just got the thumbs up. Thank goodness. As I walked up these steps of the tomb of Empress Li Tien Han, I was overcome by the serenity of the moment, walking through these pillars, admiring the beauty, the majesty. Yet not every space, not every area in this royal tomb is one of beauty. Here we have evidence of the many wars that have been fought, and even though they're doing amazing renovations to bring back the beauty and the times as they were, you can still see all of this when you visit the tombs. Very special. Time will tell. What is the answer? A big tick or a big cross? I think you know my answer, don't you? Absolutely, a big tick. You can only see one royal tomb, and if you're in Hue, just grab a grab and visit the royal tomb of Emperor Tu Duc. It is just an unforgettable experience. You'll be glad you did.